Hello, Internet. You're watching Cinema and Save Points, and we're doing a live YouTube broadcast here because we just found out the official title for Star Wars Episode 8. As far as I know, it literally just happened about 10 minutes ago. From StarWars.com, it was announced that the official title will be Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And I really like that. I think
I'm
it's
curious. Okay, my question to you is, do you think they're referring to Luke or Rey?
I think Rey, because
That's what I think.
Luke was A New Hope.
Yes.
I mean, there are debates about what the actual New Hope was, maybe, but I always thought that was Luke. I think it was supposed
I
to
always
be Luke.
interpreted that Luke was the New Hope, and the refreshing of the Jedi and what it was. So now we're getting the Last Jedi, and I believe they're referring to Rey because obviously she is, very force heavy powered.
Oh yeah,
very naturally. So I mean, and I'm one of those people. I'm on the Skywalker bandwagon. I believe she's a Skywalker.
Well, and that I love the fan theory of her being a Kenobi and a Skywalker.
That is one of my favorites.
That is crazy
absolutely
cool to me.
My favorite fan theory. I really enjoy that one a lot.
Well, and besides even the fan theory of that, it's really a neat concept to me for her to be the granddaughter of Obi-Wan Kenobi, facing Kylo Ren, the grandson of Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker.
Right.
A very, very neat concept. I hope they do that just because of...
I mean, they definitely keep their issues within the family,
Well, and this is the Skywalker saga. This is the main story, the main episodes of Star Wars.
I mean, Star Wars really is just about, one family screwing up the entire galaxy.
Yeah, if someone would just,
they just need some family counseling, they'll be fine.
We love here Supernatural so much, and on that show they talk about how if they would just, sacrifice themselves, everything could end.
Just once.
If a Skywalker would just, lay down and just I'll take one for the team, and this could all just be over.
Boom. Franchise ending right there.
Franchise ending.
The rest is just political crap.
Exactly, and nobody wants to watch it anyway.
Nobody cares. Senate, blah, 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 whatever.
So I really love the title.
I do too. I think it's very exciting. I think it's, I don't think it's too telling, but I think it's very ominous, which I enjoy.
Well, and I'm curious because, I've heard so much of this being the Empire Strikes Back of this third trilogy of Star Wars movies, and rightfully so, you would assume, because of they're trying to go, more throwback of how the original three were, that the second one will be darker, more heavily toned. It's not going to have nearly as many homages as Force Awakens did. It's going to be its own movie.
I would think it would. We've already got the good base lined up with
exactly.
Episode 7.
They're going to progress the story more.
Yeah, did a great job of giving us, a ton of nostalgia, so we had a base for the rest of the trilogy.
Absolutely.
So I think Episode 8 is in a perfect position to continue on from where Episode 7 is and make its own trilogy instead of just rehashing, the old stuff. So, but the problem is if this is the Empire of the new trilogy, there's a lot of expectations for this film, which makes me a little nervous because Star Wars fans have a tendency to get just a little overcritical.
No,
not Star Wars fans, not us. So I'm a little worried that there's going to be some backlash, it's not going to be as good as Empire, and I'm like, the Empire is really hard to beat.
Well, and to even go down that road, a lot of people were comparing Rogue One to Empire. I would compare
Rogue One to Empire. Honestly, I thought Rogue One was that good. I would have no problem comparing Rogue One to Empire. So that's going to be the other problem, is not only do they have to be better than Empire, but they have to be better than Empire and Rogue One.
Well, and the question I have about the actual title of the film, comparing it to Empire, is when you have a title like The Empire Strikes Back, you understand that that's going to be a darker film. You understand that that's...
There's not going to be... You might not see a happy ending.
You might not see a happy ending. When it's The Last Jedi, is that referring to Rey, or is that referring to they're done, where there's no more Jedi after this film?
Well, okay,
or,
but think about it. If we're going to talk about that the title is The Last Jedi... Does that mean Rey or Luke has to die in this one in order for them to only be? I mean, are we talking about the end of Luke Skywalker? Is he going to pull an Obi-Wan?
Yeah,
and just
sacrifice himself for Rey. It's very possible. Maybe.
I mean, we're talking about The Last Jedi, not The Last of the Jedi.
Right.
The Last Jedi, which refers to one.
Yep.
I mean, maybe they're not considering Rey a Jedi quite yet because she hasn't been formally trained.
Well, and I think that's...
But I think that's what we're going to see in this film is her training. So by the end of the movie, I'm expecting her to be full Jedi.
I've read that literally Rian Johnson is picking up this movie from the end of Force Awakens. Oh. Like, it's starting from her with the lightsaber.
Cool.
So, I think it's going to... Maybe not montage necessarily, but that'd be cool.
We need a montage!
But doing, the Yoda kind of training,
You think Luke's going to ride on Rey's back?
That'd be interesting to see. I think Luke would be, depending on who he is to Rey, he'd be okay with that. So
does Luke have to die in order for Rey to be the last Jedi in this film?
If that could be a very definite fan theory. How the speculation is going to go.
It's almost too obvious, though.
But so is Luke being her father.
I know.
Or Obi-Wan being connected.
That was my whole thing. I'm like, they made it so obvious. Did they make it obvious to throw us off? Or did they just really just want to, let us know, by the way, this is happening. Like, no, we're not going to throw you any curveballs. This is what's happening.
But it goes back to, yes, this is obvious, but it's so obvious that it has to be done because it's the right way to go about it.
It is. It really is. I agree. It is to me, if you give us another, if Star Wars tries to give us another, I am your father, it's going to be too much.
I think they already had that opportunity, and they went straight with.
I think they just went straight forward. Yeah, and they just decided to go straight forward with it because we just don't need that anymore. We're done. We've got that. We're good.
Right. So all in all, there's even more speculation. I'm sure going to be heavily.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
Talked about and
woo!
For the next however many months there's 10 months.
We got a long way to go.
More than that, even. Nearly 10 months until December. Just for the fact that they released that this episode 8 is called The Last Jedi. Let the speculation begin. We've already started it here. It will continue, I'm sure, with more information being released. Of course, we like the name. How can you not? Well, no, I shouldn't say that because it could have been shit. They could have absolutely released, The Return of Jar Jar Binks. You know what I mean?
God.
Some shit like that. But
you could have nightmares now.
I love the name. Looking
like
forward to it.
I do like it. It's very Star Wars-esque.
It's very Star Wars. I like it.
It is very Star Wars.
All right, guys. Let us know what you think also down in the comments below. Let us know what you think about these little mini live streams. We could do more of these when information drops. We can get things out quickly for you guys. Make sure to head on over to our Twitch channel and check us out there. We are doing more live streams as often as we can every Friday morning at noon Eastern Time. We are going to be live streaming right now the Outlast 1. Yeah, that's we're about a quarter of the way through that. That's
you have fun with that.
Yeah, it still freaks me out. I've already played the whole thing and it freaks me out. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Catch any updates there as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Again, like this video, like all of our previous content.
Do it.
Do it!